Wagwan EIEKLOK. What's happening, friend? Welcome back to my channel. Black is for expansion. For those of you who are new, my name is A Real Journey in these social media streets. Welcome to my channel. Um, here I break down the energy, the connection. Excuse me, I forgot. I break down the connection between the energetic realms, aka the spiritual realms, and the physical realms, our 3D realm. So that way you can have a better understanding of the things that are going on with you, around you, and so forth in the world overall. Period. So I do this primarily through channeling messages from the cosmos, specifically more so the inner planets and the outer planets. I work with those planets more so the inner planets, and I also, as well as through tarot and do my higher self. Her name is Asha Assad, and your higher selves. I connect more with people's higher selves more so than their ancestors and guides and things of that nature, because they're assigned to specifically work with them, and I'm assigned to specifically work with people's souls, work with you directly. But that's what my channel is about. For more understanding, you could check out my about or description, not description area, but my about tab to learn more about me. But I wanted to talk to you all about today's transition, which is Mercury transitioning into the zodiac constellation of Gemini. So don't mind me, friend. I apologize if you are looking for more eye contact while we're together, but I sat with these energies months ago, so, and just wrote out the messages. So I apologize early, but I will talk to you and pull cards while we talk. All right, while I relay the messages. But as I said, Mercury is transitioning into Gemini. I want to say it's around 8:30ish today, Eastern time zone. And so that will change the energetic messages for the month entirely up until the 21st, when the next planet astrological shift will happen. But as I say, energy just never, once that message comes down to us, it's just done. It just slowly fades away. But today, with Mercury transitioning and working with Gemini constellation, which is going to energetically affect us, aka influence us to slow down and take a step back to really pay attention to our thoughts and inner self talk, because we, just as the zodiac sign of Taurus, just because we was just in the zodiac sign of Taurus, excuse me, on top of being in a retrograde where all or some of our challenges within were uprooted. So now that we know what our challenges are and how they are affecting our actions, now is the time to take the information while in this Gemini sun energy to reflect on how to do better. Remember, Gemini is masculine, mutable energy, so it's all about being open to change, looking at life through the eyes of a child, thinking back to the time when we were children and are learning about life and how life works, from our understanding as on the 3D level and so forth, through our experiences in relationship. Hence the term I've heard throughout various spiritual communities is reparenting yourself, So combine that with the other current planetary and luminary positions I've already discussed from this month. Once again, this came out in my video from earlier, and if you watch the one I just posted, it's your fault if you give your power over to someone who good and darn well don't deserve it. And then at the bottom of the deck, friends, it says, redeem yourself after a painful relationship. All is not lost. So yeah, a lot of us are dealing with things where it hurt us. But you know, like I said in my last video, as far as the overall monthly energetic effect thus far, um we're in a season of learning. We're in a season of lessons. We're in a season where we are supposed to really be doing some deep self-evaluation, even though winter season is over, because energetically that's the purpose of the season, is to go within when winter. But this is 2022, and 2022 numerical message bit was about big changes happening this year energetically. So it's either we need to make sure we redeem ourselves and stuff, or and learn from the lessons that where we gave more energy to that person and or situation. Okay, keep it in reverse. And or situation, more than we should have, when we know it was hurting us, we know it wasn't benefiting us, when we know it wasn't even if you didn't realize, even if you didn't realize that it was hurting you at the time, it still made you feel bad. And stuff, and even though you was working hard to make it work out, you wasn't getting back an equal amount of investment as much as you was investing. That's what I just heard. This goddess came excuse me, this goddess came out reversed, and this is Dharma of Kali. I love this card because this reminds me of our soul. This reminds me of divine inner feminine energy, our soul, where and of God goddess energy, because we have darker energy and lighter energy. We have our inner demon, our inner angels, things of that nature. But it just reminds me of our souls. When I see this card, I just think of my soul, and how this represents it. And either side, both sides is just beautiful to me, just beautiful. But this card says, your most abundant successes manifest when you are aligned with your integrity. You do not need to put your faith in pathways or projects that do not resonate with your deeper spiritual knowing. Everything that is happening in your life is part of how your prayers are being answered. A new order is to be established. You are being led into it. Didn't I just say that in so many words? I just said that a lot of us are putting investing energy into things and people that doesn't deserve it. Not saying that that person is a bad person, or you're just going through a really bad toxic situation, but at the end of the day, if you're not getting the same equal amount of investment back, where you're feeling like you can move forward, there's progress, you're feeling motivated, you're feeling good, you're feeling positive, then which is why this came out in reverse, because a lot of people are dealing with situations where they don't need to put any more faith into it. As I said, you do not need to put your faith in pathways or projects that do not resonate with your deeper spiritual knowing. Our souls know what they incarnated as us / reincarnated as whoever you are right now, friend, in this lifetime, to learn lessons that they have not learned as of yet. And they're like, hey, stop doing this. But we have to hold up our end of the deal and physically work with our higher selves, so that way we can get the messages that we need, so that way we can see that a new order is being established, and we are energetically being led to it, even though it might not feel good. But that's because that's the lesson. We are currently going through lessons. So if there's anything that you're going through right now and it's not uplifting you and motivating you, then they're saying, hey, really do some soul searching. Why do you feel this way? What is the purpose of this lesson? Why are you still investing in something that's not that's clearly showing you that that is not in alignment with you? So overall, the message with this energetic shift is um, out, I got a download that blew my mind. Like I said, I wrote, mind you, I'm sorry, friends, if you did not watch the last video. I do not look at the camera often because I've sat with these energies months ago. So I wrote all the messages down. So bear with me, but it's so you can get them. But it says, I wrote down, I got a download which blew my mind a little bit that I'm supposed to do moving forward. So the download is the cosmos, specifically the inner planets, our sun, moon, Mercury, Mars, and Venus placements all represent our four bodies, which to me that was like a duh, because you hear that a lot, our four bodies. But it was a download that hit me, like it was mind blowing to me, because we talk, like I said, we talk about the planets and their placements and our birth charts since forever, but the planets are the astrological guidance to our four major bodies. You know, your mind and mental, emotional, physical, and spirit. The sun, we all already know, represent our masculine, physical, conscious body. The moon, our feminine mind, mental and emotional, subconscious body. Mercury is the mental and the energetic conductor slash communicator slash interpreter and translator messenger. Mars represents our emotional and mental body too, because it's all about strategizing, aka mental. You know, that's mental work. To strategize, and it represents our confidence as well. That's how we feel about ourselves, what we think about ourselves, our self-worth, our self-value. Now I'm hearing, I heard, I wrote down that I heard the word ego. Okay, so I didn't write it down, but ego, when I typed it in, it says noun, a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. Psychoanalysis, the part of the mind that meditates between the conscious and the unconscious and is responsible for reality testing and a sense of personal identity. In the philosophy, meaning in metaphysics, a conscious thinking subject. So, like I said, I had heard the word ego, and when I read the word psychoanalysis, the word psyche came to mind, and I was drawn to look it up and double check it. And then I got, as a noun, it means the human soul, mind, or spirit. That's deep. Y'all better start educating yourselves. I hope this hit somebody, because that to me was like I said, it blew my mind when I got that download, because it was like, oh, let me look into this. Okay, so as I was saying, I had to double check those words, and that's Mars. That's Mars energy. It's about the ego. It's about the psyche. It's about your soul. It's about your mental. It's about strategizing. It's about your confidence, physical confidence as well as your mental confidence. But why? Because Mars is the god of war. War war is all about strategizing. When it comes to strategizing, you have to know yourself. You have to know where your strengths are and where your weak points are. And by weak, I don't mean it in a sense that society typically associates it to as someone who is fearful, scared, or scary acting, someone who is a pushover and characteristics of that nature, but more so in the sense of someone who has became weak from being sick and having to build their strength back up, their immune system back up. So knowing what parts of you could possibly knowing what parts of you could possibly be manipulated because you haven't developed a healthy, stable, and peaceful relationship with that aspect of you. So it would be easier for lower vibrational energies, entities, and people and whatnot to come and influence you without your knowing, because your protection, your guard, your intuition is going to operate and properly, because those energies came in. They know you're not in alignment with yourself. So it's like, okay, well, we can mess with that person, regardless if that energy come as a physical person or just as I'm hearing the word demon. Demon, low vibrational energy. Regardless of how it comes, it's going to come because they know you're not in alignment with yourself. You don't know yourself yet as of yet. So therefore, it can easily come in and throw you off. So that way you do not strategize on how to build your confidence up. You do not strategize yourself and armor yourself up the way you are supposed to per the divine, of your understanding. I was pulled to pull this card, and this is the goddess Kapali, and it says, tune into the spiritual power within you. It is beyond what society understands and can offer you. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. If your path is diverging from your original plans or is out of sync with those around you, trust in what is happening and know that you are within Kali's care. So that's just your ancestors, your angels, our divine parents of all creations. These are all energies just saying, hey, you know what? We know what you can do. We know you made these contracts to experience these things. We know how powerful you are. We just need you to see it for yourself because it's part of the bigger picture. It's part of the bigger plan. It's part of the divine plan that's going on right now. And so if, like I said, if your past is diverging from your original plans, remember how I mentioned about lower vibrational energies and entities, yes? That's good for you? All right. Or is out of sync with those around you. Trust in what is happening and know that you are within Kali's care. And that's an overall message that I'm getting with the Sun and Gemini. Sometimes things are physically, in the physical sense, are going to be out of sync with us, but that's because there's a lesson to be learned. Because we were just in Taurus energy. Mercury was in Taurus energy. So that brought up emotions within us, regardless if you realized it or not, that were attached to memories that were challenging, that were hard for you. And it was buried deep in your subconscious. Majority of the time, it came from when we were younger children to younger adults that we're still carrying around to this day. And when the Mercury was in Taurus, it was to communicate with us because, Mercury is about communication. It's the interpreter. It's the translator planet. It's all about making us aware like, hey, these things that you are physically doing as well with the Sun and Gemini, these are the things that you are physically doing that is not the true you. It's not in alignment with what it is you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime, that you're supposed to be doing right now currently. And it's like, okay, well, go and look at your physical actions. Sun and Gemini, look at your physical actions. I'm getting off script. Okay, so as I said, but with Mars, it's all about knowing yourself within your mind, within your body and your soul, which is part of and ultimately, I'm hearing your feminine energy. That's something my higher self, her name is Tasha Sai, that's what she told me. It's our feminine energy. It's saying, hey, get to know me, please. Part of knowing yourself is knowing me as well in regards to how you feel about me. Meaning your soul, because I chose to physically show up in this world as you, the person you look at every day in the mirror, and I carry around all these memories from my past lives, from some good, some bad, some amazing, others not, and so forth. And those memories are now your memories and a part of my lessons. Part of my lessons, meaning they're your lessons, which is why I came down on earth to physically show up as you, which is really me/us, and we together can do this. That's what your higher self is telling you. You can do this. You can fulfill your / our soul's physical life contracts of what I wanted to experience while on this planet, what I wanted to learn and heal, and so forth. And Venus represents our mental and emotional as well, but more on the emotional side, where Mars, it reps both as well, but more on the mental side. You know, Mercury is the conductor, and the sun and moon is yin yang energy. Get it? You see how it's all connecting? So that was my download. And with all that being said, excuse me, I saw and heard intuitively that, as we all know, life is all about balance. Balancing your light with your dark, your inner angel with your inner devil, our positive energy with our negative energy. So we have to, as you'll hear me say quite often, as we get to know each other more so energetically, we have to learn to balance our subconscious conscious with our conscious subconscious, friend. I say that often in my videos, you'll see. And not only do we have to balance them, we have to merge them, meaning merge our inner world with our outer world, the real way, the way it's meant to be. I heard when I wrote this out, the message is down, the way it was when time began on this planet, heaven on earth, bringing Goddess consciousness, or as most say, Christ consciousness, or whoever you resonate as the higher being of your belief of creation, back onto earth. Merge our solar body with our physical body. I heard immortality. I heard infinite life on earth, or whatever, excuse my language, but I said, or whatever the fuck you want it to be is your choice. But you have to work for it, and you have to earn it by following the guidance of the stars, which too follow directions as well. Direction and the frequency of God, Goddess, energetic frequency of all creations. Blessed. Okay, I'm being told don't take these cards, take what's at the top. Okay, so this is in reverse, and this is Sire Bala. It says, commit entirely and without hesitation to your most passionate inspirations. That's part of your soul. Whatever you're passionate about, that's your soul. You know, saying, hey, that's you. It wanted to show up and do these certain things in your life. So find your passion, friend, because this came out in reverse. There's a lot of us who are not following our passions. And it says there are genuine and with, I'm going to start over. Commit entirely and without hesitation to your most passionate inspirations. There are genuine and wisdom. Genius. I can't read. I'm like, what the heck? Sorry. There are genius and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you may recognize. Believe in yourself even if no one else does. It is not imagination that drives you toward your destiny, but the instinctive recognition of your true purpose. That's why I got the downloads. Facts. And like I said, it came out reversed. So really think about that for those that resonate with that. Are you truly following your path? Are you truly following whatever that may be? If you don't know what it is you're supposed to do, if you don't know what you're passionate about, that just means you need to sit with yourself. Because like I said, right now 2022 is a year of big changes. There are so many retrogrades going on, meaning there are so many lessons we are all supposed to be learning individually and collectively. But you have to follow your own unique path and figure out what it is for you, and just you, not nobody else, you know. But back to the energetic shift, as I was saying. Before we get into that, I'm being told, at that time I was being told to tell you that, because I was kind of leaving you hanging. Okay, never mind. So with all that being said, the inner planets are our guidance on working on ourselves from the inside out, working on our soul, our energy. The inner planets energetically tells us through our mental, through our chakras, our emotions, our intuition, aka our souls, and so on, that what season we're in individually per the frequency we're on, meaning where you are currently at within your solar slash physical life journey, what we need to learn, when we need to sit down and sit back and listen, which is all the time. But there's times where we're really supposed to like really get more focused on it, when we need to take action, when we need to create, and so forth. The inner planets and luminaries' purpose is to help us strengthen our relationship and strengthen our energy within us, meaning our souls, and with ourselves, meaning our purpose. I'm being pulled to shuffle my level up cards. The more we acknowledge ourselves, seek our own individual truths, aka purpose, learn to love and love on ourselves more until we have a deep, unconditional, healthy love for ourselves, the more our energy is high, meaning our souls, hence the saying vibe high. That's just saying we are physically emulating our soul's energy, which is our higher selves. Therefore, we are in alignment with our higher slash highest selves and our greatest good. Therefore, by following the astrological messages of the inner planets and luminaries, we'll individually align more and more with our souls, our higher selves, B.K.A, our higher selves, for our individual greatest good and the good of the planet, the universe, per your purpose of why you were born as the person you are today. Quote unquote, flaws and alls. Even though I don't believe in flaws, because like I said, we have light and dark energy. This came out. Should I take this upright or reverse? Okay, it came out reverse. So that's what I just heard. So it says love. There is love all around you. Embrace it with an open heart. Yeah, a lot of us don't recognize that how thin the veil is between the energetic realms and our physical realms, because we don't acknowledge ourselves a lot as being divine energetic creatures, and so therefore we don't realize how much love is surrounding us and how much love we should have for ourselves, and therefore because we don't embrace that love which is coming from those upper realms, from our divine parents of our creation's realms. So that's the message I just got from that. But as I was saying, the inner planet's purpose is to energetically send messages, aka influence us to heal our souls, meaning ourselves, helping ourselves and our souls release any and all toxic memories and making peace. For those of you who are spiritual and have been doing it your way, not spiritual religious, unless you're the religious spiritual type that does research, like what part of the world religion stems from and the culture it stems from, and how those people are depicted in the Bible. Where and which culture the following of one God stems from. You've studied ancient civilizations and or at least followed reputable, unbiased researchers. You know how to read hieroglyphs, or once again, follow very reputable, unbiased researchers who do. You question things. You look for answers outside of your religious leaders. No offense to those who are religious. I'm not saying that religion is bad by any means necessary, because religion has its own purpose and its existence is here for a purpose that is supposed to be here, because it helps so many people get out of situations and find some peace within their lives. So I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that do your own research as well. We are not supposed to be 100% codependent on other human beings like us, other divine souls like us, because of the simple fact that we all are reincarnated to learn solar lessons physically. and so for so many reasons, which I will get into later on in other videos. But so it's not to discredit religion or anything, because it all has a purpose. But that was the message I got as far as the energetic shift of Mercury now switching back into the Gemini constellation, being said pull from the top. Okay, awakening. As you can see, it's in reverse. It says awakening. Open your eyes to the hidden. Open your eyes to the hidden truths around you. Yeah, a lot of people are not awakening, but it's slowly happening. Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Make actions towards your goal. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people are starting to wake up. A lot of people are starting to realize their own individual truths, because there's no such thing as a whole universal truth. We're all here for specific reasons. We're all here to help contribute towards the divine's plans. We're all showing glimpses of certain aspects, things that some people probably cannot really fully understand and explain, but we're all showing different things. Why? Because we're all supposed to come together as one and work together to build toward the greatest good of this universe and planet. But that's all I have. I'm not going to ramble on because I'd gift the gap. But that's all I have for you today as far as the energetic shifts. I hope this has helped somebody. If you like this type of content, please give me a thumbs up so my videos can reach to other like-minded friends. Remember to tell yourself, friend, as always, I am irrefutable. B.K.A. I am impossible to deny. Why? Because for every physical action we made and are making, there is always, always, always a coinciding energetic, aka spiritual action, meaning it's a reason why this happened. It's a reason why you did this, and why certain people, you experience certain things with certain people. It's all per the soul contracts we sign. So with that being said, I will see you in the next video or in the astral realms. Peace, love, and bliss. Bye.